Ciao everyone! So yesterday the Galaxy Note 10 was announced. The event was actually, it was like an hour and a half long or something. It was actually quite short. They also only spent like what felt like 10 minutes on the Note 10. I went from the Note 10 to the Galaxy Tab S6, back to the Note 10, then to the S Pen, then to the Galaxy Book S, then back to the Note 10 for a couple of minutes. And then I went to like software and something with Microsoft for like half an hour. So it was like, the event was even barely about the Note 10. Anyways, let's just get into the Note 10. So there'll be two versions of the phone, the Note 10 and the Note 10 Plus. Both of them will have 5G versions, and both of them will have a dynamic AMOLED display, which shows less blue light or something, so I guess your blacks will be even blacker than they already are. Sure, Samsung makes the best displays around, so I'm sure it'll be a gorgeous display either way anyway. So the Note 10 will be coming with a 6.3 inch Full HD Plus display, and the Note 10 Plus will be 6.8 inch View Quad HD display. And the Note 10 will come with 8 gigs of RAM, and the Note 10 Plus will come with 12 gigs of RAM. Both of them are going to be below 8mm thick. I honestly don't know why they're still trying to get thinner nowadays. The iPhones have been getting thicker, and there's still quite a few like thick enough phones around. Phones are portable enough, we don't need them to be any thinner. So a lot of the time dedicated to the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 was actually taken up by the camera, surprisingly enough. It has 3 cameras on it: standard, zoom and wide angle. It also has a time of flight sensors alongside the camera. The standard you can expect the same as the S10, same with the zoom, expect the same as the S10, same with the wide angle, expect the same as the S10. The camera is mainly the same as the S10, the setup, apart from a few things. It's going to bring pro-grade videography to the Note, which by Samsung's terms means you can basically control the settings of the video and all that stuff like a DSLR. They also have another setting called Live Focus, which is making bokeh in the background of your video, which is cool. That was rumoured to be coming on the next iPhone, so it kind of looks like they're trying to beat Apple to their own game. They have this feature where when you zoom in on something in the video, I call it zoom in on sound. Maybe I think that's what they call it, I don't know. But anyway, zoom in on sound. When you zoom in on a video, it focuses on the subject that you're zooming in on instead of getting the overall noise around the room, I guess. So when you zoom in, let's say onto a person talking, it will focus on the person talking instead of picking up a lot of noise from the room around you. It seems to have really good stabilization. I don't know if it's better or just as good as the iPhones. It looks to be just as good. Honestly, on videos and stuff, I can't really tell the difference between the iPhones and the Note 10s. So I'd have to have a real life comparison to be able to do that, but I can't afford that right now. So that'll have to be up to you guys to look at yourself. But apparently it looks really good on videos anyway. They have this new feature where you can scan an object and bring it into the camera. For example, they had some weird ass looking teddy bear on stage, and they scanned it with the Note 10. It took its shape and all that, scanned it, mapped it, had it in the Note 10 camera, and you can like put it in pictures and videos, and you can have it move and dance, and you can even make it, if there's a person in the video, you can even make it track what the person is doing, and whatever the person in the video is doing, the bear would do. So that's cool, but also, is it really going to be used? I don't know. I'd probably play around with it just for fun, but I'd get bored of it very quickly. It's one of those gimmicky features. So that's the camera basically. That's what they spend like 10 minutes talking about. What everybody uses the camera for, it's going to be the same as the S10. Honestly, apart from maybe that zoom in on sound thing and the stabilization. I haven't seen the S10 stabilization, so I don't know how to compare it. So that's it for the camera. So battery life. The Note 10 comes with a 38 mAh battery, and the Note 10 Plus comes with a 4300 mAh battery, which it stands pretty standard for Samsung phones, so not really surprising there. So both the Galaxy Note 10 and the Galaxy Note 10 Plus will support the new fast wireless charging 2.0, which would be 25 watt charging. But the Note 10 will be limited to only the fast wireless charging 2.0 at only 25 watts, while the Note 10 Plus will be able to do up to 45 watts of fast wireless charging. That's insanely fast actually. I wonder if it'll actually do the 45 watts, because that's a lot of wattage to be going through a phone, considering the Note 7. Should they really be trying to push that much through a phone? And according to Samsung, that will give your phone enough battery for a full day after just 30 minutes of charging, which is actually really good, considering that OnePlus I think is 40 minutes for 80%. So I'm presuming that it's 30 minutes for 80% on the Galaxy, because they didn't specify, they just said a full day worth of battery in 30 minutes. So with a Samsung phone that could be 80 to 100%. So the S Pen also got its own part in the event. It got a redesign to be a unibody design. Last year, the S Pen acted as a clicker for the camera on the Note 9. Then this year, they've added more to it. They've added more gestures and stuff, so you can use it to like swipe through things like that in a presentation or on photos, along with the clicking of the thing, etc. I'm presuming you can use it to start videos and stuff like that, which would be handy if you're on your own. I need that right now, using my phone to record this. So they've kind of turned it into like a wand in a way. So you literally go. This is where the Pixel 4's radar thing with the hands would actually make a lot more sense. 1, you'll never lose your hands. 2, you won't look as weird going, instead of with a pen going Even for video recording, you could have a gesture set to it. And they could have put that there along with the pen, if people prefer using the pen. So yeah, that was basically it for the pen. They made it drag out so long, but that's basically all it really does, is act like a magic wand for like presentations, swiping through files, photos, clicking to take pictures, I presume also clicking to take videos. I'm not sure about that, I'm guessing they can use it for video as well. When was it? Was it like a week ago or a little over a week ago? Samsung announced Galaxy Tab S6. Well yeah, they literally just played an advert for that in the middle of this event and talked like a tiny bit, like 2 minutes about it, and that was it. So this was literally an ad for the Tab S6. And then after that they went back to the Note, and then they came with this laptop that's called the Galaxy Book S. It is the first laptop to be powered by a mobile CPU. This would be so interesting because Apple is planning on using their A chips for this. So this is something else Samsung has beat Apple to. But the thing is, Samsung constantly make the mistake of being first rather than waiting and getting it right. So it'll be interesting to see how this goes. Also, and if I could afford it, I'd try it out, but it's $1,000. Over here, that's €1,100. So I can't. I'm a student, I can't afford that right now. Unless they send it out to me. Samsung. I'm waiting. Same with the Note 10. I'm waiting. But no, the Galaxy Book S is powered by a Qualcomm Snapdragon 8CX. So I don't know what that is much right now. If you want me to make a whole video just on the Galaxy Book, I will. Leave it down in the comments if you want me to do that. So yeah, that was basically. Oh yeah, no, there was one more thing. The Microsoft collaboration. They did a collaboration with Microsoft and they made a handoff competitor. So basically, you go to this menu, click this button, and the screen gets emulated on your laptop screen. I don't know how I feel about that. I think handoff with Apple is a lot better. If you're typing a message on your phone and you go to your Mac, it just pops up in the corner of the screen on the Mac. and you click that and it brings you into iMessage, and that's it. It's much better in my opinion. Same if you're reading an article on your iPad online and then you're near your iPhone. If you go into the multitasking on your iPhone, it will pop up on your iPhone and you click that and you just start reading it on your iPhone. Same with the Mac. So it's like, I think Apple had a better idea for it. The emulating on the screen, I don't know how I feel about that, especially since it'd be taking up space on the screen. Especially if you're trying to be productive and get stuff done. Or if you're in a workflow that needs the screen space, and having your phone there is just going to take up even more space. So I don't know how I feel about that really. They also mentioned DeX, which honestly, there's not much need for DeX. Like, the ad they're showing is, you don't need a computer, but get this wire, plug your phone into this computer. Like, the ad uses a laptop. It's like, no need for a laptop. Then you get this wire, plug your phone into your laptop. What is the point in that? The DeX thing is having a whole desktop experience with the phone, but if the whole point is that you're trying to say you don't need your laptop, but then you need the laptop to plug the phone into, it's getting rid of the point of the thing in the first place. If you're going to make a desktop-like experience on the phone, make it on a tablet. A phone isn't meant to be a desktop. Do what Apple's doing with the iPad. Do what Microsoft is doing with the Surface. Well, not exactly what Microsoft did. Apple has a better idea, but you get the point. Do it on a tablet, not on a phone. Anyway, that's everything for now. Thank you. Bye.